Here we go, and I'm going to see if it goes. And good evening from Blue Devil Gymnasium, Quincy High. This is Jeff Wellman along with Matt Longo. Sorry, we're at halftime there, folks. Our media Wi-Fi is down here, and so we're hoping that my phone will pick you up and get you in action. It's 17-12, and it's starting the second half right now. Blue Devils have the basketball. Blue Devils have the lead. Blue Devils in their home white, trimmed in blue. They'll work left or right. You don't have the dial because you're audio. It's back to radio, folks, and I love it.
That's the old school way.
Coach, first half we watched a low-scoring ball game. In the first quarter, Devils only led by 6-4, but Cameron Byquist has been a spark in this game so far.
Yeah, she's been by far the best player as the Blue Devils shot here. I think with the first half, just in a nutshell, we forced too many passes. And we tried to force the ball into the middle and had more turnovers than what I'm sure Coach Dance wanted, but we'll see if that changes after a halftime talk.
Devils have the basketball. We'll check the lineup here as Longcore from the right corner. No good. Weak side rebound. That's Linnell Awu. Her sister's playing at North Carolina State. Spent a lot of time talking to her before the ball game. Good kid as a junior, 6'5".
She was studying because she's got a presentation tomorrow.
Yes, that's pretty cool, man.
That's
I tell you what. She studied until I talked to her for 15, 20 minutes or so. Awu inside. Brown plays her well. Turn around from about 10 foot. Nice shot outside.
So 15, that's a short conversation for you.
Yeah, there you are. And with 7 minutes left in the third quarter, 17-14. Awu on there. By the way, Awu has all the points except for 2. Left side, Madeline Hamby. Good from 3. Hamby hits the three-pointer.
And that's brought to you by
Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road. By the way, we had one of those in the first quarter, or second quarter, from Miley Longcore, so doubling up from Kevin Vandement and company. 6:28. Devils lead in this one, 20-14. I'll check your lineup now. Cameron Byquist, Madeline Hamby, Chloe Nicholson, Jada Brown, and Miley Longcore, or ML the second. They're in there on defense right now. Miley tips the ball away, chasing the ball down. Nandi Elloheimer. Ball's on the sideline and comes to Awu. Nice turnaround from Linnell, no good. Rebound Devils, Cameron Byquist. Checking that lineup on the other side for Remez Adam out there at number 2. Ball goes inside to Awu. Awu was right there to play defense, and Hamby went, no, not me, I'm going to give the ball up.
Or just her presence down low. I mean, she's a tall girl. She's a very athletic girl, as Nicholson misses a 3 from outside.
Had some good looks here. Early in the first half, it was really tough for the Devils to get rolling. And it was some good defense, too. And bad hands there on the far side, out of bounds. Anika Tristan. Awu, Tristan comes out into the ball game. Maya, it's Margaret Trueblood, but I was told by Linnell she goes by Maya. She hates Margaret, so I will not say that.
Okay.
Remez Adam, I mentioned her already. Also in that lineup, Nandi Elloheimer. Checking out my last player out there. Number 3, there she is, Agnes Moore. Shot from the right side.
And Jada didn't play much in the second quarter because she already had 2 fouls.
Is that Jada? Did she make that one?
Yes. The Blue Devils on a fast break here as Coach Wellman is. We got a jump ball here. Coach Wellman's dealing with some technical difficulties, and it's a jump ball to be back over to the Panthers of East Moline. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. It's 22-14. The Blue Devils are ahead in a very, very slow-paced game compared to the games we've seen in the past.
Indeed. We've got Heather Colombo coming up here to try to help us out a little bit here.
Yeah, we're trying to figure this out, people. But if you got the audio, as we get a steal here by Byquist, and a nice little left-handed layup, 24-14. I think you're going to see a timeout here by East Moline. He's not very happy with this, girls, but nope, they're going to play through it.
7 straight points coming out of Quincy High.
As East Moline comes up the court here at half court, a nice little pick and roll play. East Moline very patiently offensively tries to force it inside. Nice easy layup for the Panthers.
Wow, you know, it wasn't that you thought that was forced with somebody high and low on that play, and they still got it in Awu, and she's got 14 of the 16 points on that side. It did break in that 7-point run, and we'll see. Hey, let's see how the ad's working out here. So we'll be back in 30 seconds to watch more Blue Devil basketball on Mega Sports Co. Hardee'sSteelCompany.com.
Good things are happening at Hardee's, right, Brian?
You know, here at Hardee's, we have a new $6.99 original bag. And you get 2 sandwiches, a fry, and a drink. You have your choice for the sandwiches between a regular hot ham and cheese, regular roast beef, double cheeseburger, or one of our chicken tender wraps. So you can pick any 2 of those, get a hot fry and a cold drink for only $6.99 here at Hardee's on 30th and Broadway.
That's Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And back to action here at Quincy High out of the timeout.
Yes.
Who hit the shot?
Brown.
Okay, thank you.
Nice entry pass.
We were doing a little checking over here.
And we weren't doing that in the first half because they were double teaming down low, and that's really the first really easy bucket that we've had underneath. And like I said, Jada didn't play much there in the second quarter because of foul trouble, but she's holding her own here as we get a steal. And she could make a nice lead pass to Byquest. A little right-handed reverse layup. Here you'll have your timeout. Nice run by the Blue Devils.
Devils put up 4 quick points. 3:45 left in the third. 28-16 Devils lead. And, of course, it's Blue Devil basketball on Mecca Sports.
For many, your home and auto are 2 of the biggest investments you'll make. With well-planned coverage from Pekin Insurance, you can rest easy. At Freiberg Insurance in Quincy, they're ready to talk with you about covering the things you care about most. Your home, your car, and your family. At Freiberg Insurance, they'll be glad to review your insurance needs and put together a policy that fits you and your budget. Call 217-224-7774 and rest easy knowing you're covered by Pekin Insurance.
Blue Devil Band, as we always do, coming out of the timeouts. Let them play a little bit there. Jeff Wellman, Matt Longo. Ja'Kai Castleman, our little master, not only on the camera, but not tonight because some internet issues with the media Wi-Fi. So we finally found audio, and let's hope my phone holds up.
Is it charged enough?
It's been going dead pretty fast, so we'll stay with it, though, here. 3:40 left, third quarter action. Devils 28. Panthers 16, and tomorrow night will be Coach Pettit and I at the Panther Den, a renovated Panther Den, I heard.
I have not. I've heard that they've done some work, but I have not seen it. It needed it, I can tell you that much.
Oh, yes. Rocky will be the next one, I imagine. Awu in the right corner in the half-court set. Good job by Longcourt coming over to help, but Awu just goes over. She's got 6 in the quarter. I believe she's got 16 in the game because Hughes is the only one with a basket otherwise. And that could be a problem this year for them if they're counting on her getting all the points and your guards aren't scoring.
Exactly. And I mean, young girl does a really good job of posting up. She's got a little footwork to work on, but that's over and back, partner.
I don't think she ever brought all 3 parts over. She brought them over at times. Good steal by Hamby. Hamby down court. Byquest in for the layup and good.
I think she got poked in the eye.
Byquest went in. She does wear glasses, so I don't know if she has contacts. Foul was called on Nandi Elleheimer. First foul, first team foul in this quarter for the guest. For other team, by the way, with 2:59 left.
No, so did they call this after the play? So it'll be Blue Devil ball?
Wow. You would have just thought it would have been a continuation of that.
I haven't seen that in a long time, if ever.
Well, you just did.
Yeah, now I have.
Mia Elif has checked in for Byquest while they check her eye. Well, and you could have.
How many points she got? She's having a heck of a game.
Oh, Byquest has already got 14.
So
she is a
load.
load.
A little under half of our points.
Medemeyer back in the ball game. So Hamby, Medemeyer, Ella Fritz, Brown, and Longcourt. In the man-to-man, knocking the ball away on the far side. Longcourt picking up on Elleheimer. Awu comes out to help. She's at half court. Brings a dribble to the left. Not bad for a big girl at 6'5". A good spin move, a short hick. Just goes over and rolls off the rim.
Yeah, that was a very strong move. Good possession, good footwork.
Slow and deliberate, too. That's the key. And Coach wasn't very happy with that one as it went right through the hands.
We've had about 4 of those tonight. I mean, I can sort of sense his frustration because those are easy passes that we have just let gone through our hands. So
Got to look them all the way in.
You got to watch that ball go right into your hand. So I think the frustration is he knows that they're better than that, and I think the girls know that too, that they can't in a tight ball game against a good team. You can't afford to have uncharacteristic mistakes like that.
Byquist back in the game, so her eye must be all right. Awu does that same move, but fakes, then comes back with the left, partially blocked by Jada Brown. Nicholson across the timeline, behind the back. Left side, Byquist. Will come back to the top. Nicholson skips it right corner. Hamby was set. Hamby's in and out for the three. Weak side rebound, Byquist. We've talked about her all season long, doing a good job of rebounding. For a guard, sliding down to the block when she needs to. Around the perimeter, Byquist in the left corner. In and out. There's Nicholson. Good rebound.
Yeah, she played that well. She saw the shot go up. Timeout for him. We missed a three-point shot.
The ball got saved. We kicked it out. It went to the left wing and to Byquist at the top of the key. And just as the whistle blew, Longcore hits the three, and it's called
bad timing.
Yes,
man.
indeed.
Yeah. It was a beautiful shot. Who took it?
Longcore.
Longcore did?
Looked good. Yeah, it would have been a three. And while we're doing that, of course, in our pregame, sorry we missed our pregame tonight there, folks. That's called technology. Nothing you can do about it.
No.
We thank everybody that does our sponsors, Kunis, Coach's comments, of course, in the pregame. You'll hear from Coach in the postgame, too, on the audio side only. We'll also be picking a Freiburg Insurance Agency player of the game. And the starting lineups are brought to you by Blessing Health.
And the snack of the game. Who are the snacks from?
Veronica Faye. She was at the gate, and she gave me that. And I guess their friendship something. And then top of the key.
So Nicholson says, okay, Coach.
Hits a three.
I'm going to come out, and I'm going to make up for that three that he called a timeout for.
From the same spot, too. They only put two on the board, Coach. So she must have been standing on the line, unlike what we saw the other night. Awu, good move inside. Awu hits it. Boy,
now, be honest with you, that's a nice Division I move right there. The fake, the turn, and underneath is Blue Devils quickly down court. Nicholson at the top of the key. Look at it for another three-pointer.
Only problem, Coach, at the next level, there are girls her size that are as fast as guards.
I agree.
And that's the key. So you got to pick up your speed a little bit more, too. But, as far as her moves are great. Speaking of great moves, that one was an interesting move. Jada Brown came down the lane, got bumped, and then slid by the girl and kind of scooped it from down around her knees almost. No good, but she'll shoot two with 51.1 left in the third.
Mr. Kinderbacher giving the explanation to the coach, but I think it was a good call. And Jada hits the first free throw.
Foul was called on number 22. That was Hughes, Bennett Hughes. Her second on the other side. Second also in the quarter for the Panthers. First free throw was good by Jada Brown. She'll have one more. Well, you know, Coach, if I'd known at the start of this one that we were going to have to do that, we could have practiced the radio for the holidays, as we'll be radio only zone at State Farm and at Collinsville.
I just talked to Clayton Smith the other day, AD down there. It was his birthday.
Oh, you know, I think he might have had something to do with the golf program at one time because Coach Bruner said that, but when I asked him the next time, he said, I said that? So he's getting a little slow in his old age. Bruner, that is.
That's us.
Yeah, Clayton actually sent the message out the other day asking us and our fellow Quincy stations to not film. I said that's fine. We're
because of the Prairie Farms. They pay for all that.
They've gone to a subscription now, and
they
so
have.
This is the first year. They used to be free as well, Collinsville. They've gone to subscription, so you got to pay, and when you do that, it's kind of hard to break in there. Good steal by Byquist, but better by Longcore tipping the ball as it came inbounds. On the perimeter, high post is Jada Brown. Ball goes in the right corner, quickly back out. Now back to Chloe. Short corner, Medemeyer had the shot, kicks it back out. Brown takes an 8-footer, no good. Awu with the rebound for UT. 22 ticks left in the quarter. 34-20, Devils have the lead.
Good
Longcore,
defense.
great steal. Tries to keep it in bounds, cannot.
She anticipated the pass, tipped it ahead, didn't tip it into the court, but straight down the line she tried to do the little tightrope and couldn't get her feet inbounds.
12.7. Longcore is going to face guard on Elleheimer. At the line, goes into the back court. In the back court's Adam. Remaz looking, high post is Awu. Down to 7 seconds. Longcore's on the floor with a steal. To Byquist with 4 seconds. Can she run it that fast? Byquist goes in, and Awu bumps her So we wouldn't find out with 1.1 seconds. Flanell hits her second foul, and I believe her sister's actually playing tonight, talking about it. NC State plays tonight, because she mentioned that.
Oh, do they?
Byquist the line to shoot 2. And when I watched the other day, they didn't have the Bears on because the Bears played Monday night. So I watched a little bit, and I guess she got in foul trouble early because she was on early in the game, and when I tuned in, she was not in the game.
Boy, it was like E.F. Hutt moment there.
It
Everybody
was
got
indeed.
quiet. It got dead dog quiet. Because I was going to say, the Bears have a football team?
No, they don't.
Well, they did when they were 3-1. And then all of a sudden, it just went like,
We're used to it.
just went horrible.
Well,
Yeah.
there's always next year.
It got
1.1.
It got quiet.
First free throw, no good. Second one, no good. And Awu gets the rebound, but we have played now 3 quarters here at Quincy High Gymnasium. The Quincy High Blue Devils 34, the East Moline Panthers 20, and we'll be here for the 4th quarter right here on Mecca.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
That's our song for the end of
Yes,
the
it
3rd
is.
quarter, into the 4th. Do we know the name of the song, though? Yes, Jakai. Oh, you know
If
what?
you be my gal.
Hold on here a second. I pulled that because that's the plug that we used for the coach's interview that we didn't use. There you go. What is it?
Song's Hey Baby.
One more time.
Hey Baby.
Okay, thank
Hey,
you.
baby.
I thought so. We had to get you way up there. Now we got to pay him more.
I've heard that song for years and years and years. I never knew what the name of it is. Now I do.
Now we do.
Hey, baby.
Here we go, 4th quarter action. Devils lead 34-20. Coming out is Byquist, Nicholson, Longcore. High post is Brown. Running the baseline is Medemeyer. Oh, a good pass from the short corner. Nicholson slid down, shuffled around her opponent, and right into Brown for the layup.
Much, much better ball movement compared to the first half. And obviously we weren't on the air, we weren't broadcasting, but the first half, and that's one of the things that I'll ask Coach Dance is how frustrating it was for him the first half to watch his girls make the passes that they're normally not used to, as Byquist gets another foul and is heading to the free throw line.
You know, that move too, Coach, is like she's doing now. When she dribbles, she's got speed, we know that.
Oh, yeah.
She's actually weaving and crossover dribbling through them. That was a good move through, and to get to the basket to even put it up on the rim.
She's having a very, very good game.
You can say that again.
Take her points away. Say that again. How many she got?
Still at 14.
Still 14.
We missed those free throws.
So, E.F. Hutton moment again.
For those who are not old enough to remember that, one of the great, it's kind of right there in the line with Can You Hear Me Now?
Yeah.
Iconic.
Listen to that. Band needs to play or do something.
That's where a player needs to come out and say, make some noise, folks. Would you make some noise? It's like putting,
Yeah.
you know. Please, yell, scream, do anything. I don't want silence when I'm putting the ball.
That's another whole story, because I'd love to see that in golf. Every other sport except golf, you have to be quiet.
Not when we play. Here we go. 7:24 left in the game. Longcore outside.
Nice.
Good for 3. Miley Longcore from outside, her second 3 of the game. And, of course, that's brought to you by Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road. Or you can find it at woodmartbuildingcenter.com. Nicholson with a steal.
Very good steal.
Across the timeline, crossover dribble, lobs inside. Oh, and a great pass inside. Brown had a great job of setting that thing up. Had her player on her hip. Give the assist, and Nicholson give Brown a basket. And we have got a run of another 10 points. Timeout by ET, or UT, either way you want to do it, with 7:01 left. Devils lead 42-20 right here on Mech.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at Kunis Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
And we are back here at Quincy High. That song I know too. You speak about golf. You know, I tell you what, Jeff Kahn is the only guy I know that can find a good golf course around here with warm weather to hit the ball. From Quincy Honda, Kunis.
Oh, yeah.
I want one with him sled riding. And, of course, we're going to stop by there at some point and get a picture of the Kunis car with the magnets on there and their staff. We'll have that around there, and we'll post it on Facebook for you all. 7:01 left in this ball game. Quincy High leads 42-20. UT has the basketball. Brown with a steal on the entry pass at the high post. and Jada did a good job. She picked the ball up looking for a guard, but the guards weren't around.
And I think that's one thing that I would imagine Coach Bonas wants to correct is don't treat it like a hot potato. You got that steal. If you want to pass it, make sure a person's there. If not, just slow it up and take it back out, especially when you got a 22-point lead.
You know who you just said there?
What's that?
He was around Brad Dance's thing. You put Coach Bonas in this game. They are about the same age, actually, and they coached about the same places. Brown with a steal in the half-court set for the Devils. There's that crossover, but she went right into Awu, who said, no, no, no. Awu was right. Good job there, Awu saving that ball. The pass came to her. It was tight. Shot taken, no good. That was by Figueroa. Rebound, Blue Devils. You know, once the Blue Devils got past that 6-4 first quarter and even 17-12 at half, third quarter came around and they picked it up and got that 14-point lead. Brown, turnaround, 15-footer, nothing but net. Jada Brown hits. She's got 16 in the ball game right now.
Yeah, that was a nice squared up, got her shoulders even with the basket. Nice little follow through with her fingers and nothing but net.
It's a 12-point run right now. Longcore almost gets a steal, running down in the backcourt to get the ball. Was Bennett Hughes. Does save it, but once he gets into the front court, slowed down a little bit. Medemeyer, she fronts Awu. Brown kind of sliding over there to help out if she needs to. Longcore with good hands. Ball goes out of bounds. Hamby comes back in. Medemeyer out for the Blue Devils. On the other side, taking a break is Bennett Hughes. Into the ball game, Kylie Golden, number 12.
And then Elifritz for the Blue Devils in for Byquist.
Yes, and Mia had a good game in the first one. I did not get the score for the first game, but saw her hit a couple threes.
I think we got beat by six or 4.
I knew it was late, and it's not like the games we are down, and we're not, pushing it up the floor very fast. Awu at the top of the key. Went right through Elifritz and Hamby. Neither one wanted to close down on her. She missed the shot. Second one, bricked it. She gets rebounds in there, 3. And, it's funny, the guard should seal that. They were almost like, hey, I'm not closing that door.
You're not going to out-rebound her because her height and her wingspan is going to – so if you put a body on her, that's going to at least give you a chance to get that. We can't jump with her.
Free throw, no good. Well, and thing, too, when she was driving, they could have slid in and taken the Jeremiah, the charge. Mm-hmm. And speaking of which, I haven't seen him play yet at Lindenwood. So I'm just starting to think maybe coming back and going to QU. I'm not sure. That was just a thought there. 1 for 2 for Linnell. Doing a lot of the scoring out here. And it broke that 12-point run by the Devils. Still leading 44-21.
Who's down at Lindenwood?
Jeremiah Talton.
Yes.
And has not been on the schedule at all this year. So I kind of wondered if he was disgruntled. Elifritz with the ball. Bounces in the high post. Oh, and a good backdoor cut from the left side. Nicholson misses. Brown's in there. It tips away from her and Awu. Elifritz misses the shot, but the Devils get the long rebound. Hamby from the right side. Yeah, that was off left for sure. The sight was set. But a grit save by Elifritz. It went off a UT. Golden went for it. Picking it up is Longcore. Inside 5 minutes left in this one. Nice 23-point lead, but starting this one off was going to make it tough. We mentioned East Moline graduated all their seniors last year, and they had a ton of them too. So it's been a learning experience this year. Ball knocked out of bounds by UT on the far side. And tomorrow night, it'll be Pettit and I at the Panther Den as the Devils will go up and take on the Panthers.
Our second-ranked Blue Devils.
Yes. UT is that team that we talked about Moline and Quincy.
I saw Rock Island beat Moline.
Yes, and we talked about Rocky. They jumped into the rankings.
Yes.
Moline dropped out. But the team that's kind of that next team in the top tier is UT, and they're playing well. I believe they're undefeated possibly. I haven't got my book right now checked out on theirs. High post. Longcore lobs it inside. There it is.
That was a great offensive set by the Blue Devils.
Longcore gets the assist. Brown gets another basket.
46-21, 4 minutes, a little over 4 minutes left in the game.
Ball goes on the right side, down on the block. Linnell Wu turns, shot. Pretty solid defense there.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Jada gets her second one in the second half. Probably in the last couple of minutes here, and it's the fourth with 4:03 left. Only 2 for the Devils in the fourth quarter. 1 on the other side for UT.
I was just watching Coach dance. He just turned to Coach Bergman and said, "What do you think?" And Bergman just said, "Keep her in." I mean, she's got 4 fouls. She's got to learn to play with 4 fouls. So even though you got a 14-point lead or a
24-point, yeah. And Awu, the one thing is she is 6'5", but she's got to get a little arch on that shot.
Oh yeah.
It's a line drive.
Yeah, it is basically a line drive shot.
That's just taking out and practicing. You know that. It's just working at it. Ball goes off left side. Brown looked like she was going to pass, but then takes her from the left to the right side. Linnell Wawu gets called on the foul. It's her 3rd foul. Second team, Jada Brown to the line to shoot 2. 2 for 2 on the night at the line.
Nice crowd here tonight.
And they have been. Not as many as they were at the pack before.
Well, they had the Palmers did a routine, so I think some of those parents left after halftime.
And I think also, was there something else going on? Because somebody had told me.
I think there was a lower level game down because when we drove through, it was packed down at Blue Devil Gym. So maybe that's
freshman. Is that what you said?
I think it was freshman. Don't quote me on it, but it was a basketball game going on.
But there is something else going on too tonight, and I forgot what it was. The Polar Express. Now, is that a movie? Is that another one of those drive-ins they're having out of Flint Stadium?
No, that's until Friday and Sunday.
Okay. Because the lady was going fully dressed up in her outfit. She said, "I'm going to the Polar Express."
Oh, there might be something in town that you can do. But no, the tomorrow night or Friday night is Christmas story, I think is what it is. And then Sunday is, I got them written down because our grandkids.
Well, while you're holding out, we're going to take a quick break here. 47-22. Devils lead with 3:42 left in this one.
If you're a business owner, a lot of things keep you awake at night. Your insurance shouldn't be one of them. With well-planned coverage from Pekin Insurance, you can rest easy. Call Freiberg Insurance in Quincy for a quick insurance review. They'll make sure your business coverage is up to date and thorough. Freiberg Insurance will work with you to put together a policy that fits your business and your budget. Call 217-224-7774 and rest easy knowing you're covered by Pekin Insurance.
And we're back here at Quincy High with 3:42 left, 47-22. Devils commanding lead out here. As we mentioned, East Moline 0-9 on the season after winning the conference last year. 0-4 in the conference. They had a game against Sterling. Everybody played the makeup on Monday night except for them. They moved it to February 6th. So that's why they only have 4 games in the conference. Devils are 2-3. That's their 5th. They've only missed one team. I think Moline's the last conference team to play when you come back after the holidays.
And the crazy thing is our 3 losses are by 2 points, 3 points, and 4 points in the conference.
Yep, and they're top teams. Inside lob, too high for Awu. Can you believe that at 6'5"? Nicholson picks it up down the right side of the court. Right corner, Hamby. Man-to-man coming from UT. Left side, Byquist has it, 25 feet from the basket, maybe a little bit more. Goes into the high post. Medemeyer hands it off to Nicholson. Nicholson took it and pulled up in front of Awu. Missed the shot, but had the good idea instead of taking it to her. UT brings it up.
6'5's intimidating.
Yeah, indeed. Good job by Medemeyer stepping up on the telegraph pass. And fouling right as we crossed half court. UT with the foul. Agnes Moore, her first foul.
I think that's almost a no call.
Especially if she got around her and went to the basket.
Yeah.
Because she fell then.
Yeah.
So it was going to be an open line.
Oh, well, Blue Devil ball. 3:04 left. Blue Devils in a commanding 47-22 lead.
Devils in a half-court set, man-to-man coming from UT. High post, Medemeyer, left side, Longcore. Longcore bounces it inside. Jada Brown was there, looked. She found on the weak side Byquist. Nice. Byquist with a good turnaround move against Awu. Little hard off the glass. Weak side rebound comes to UT.
Blue Devils back in there, 1-2-2.
So Mr. Tipton's here in town, or that owns the 8th Open. There's a good steal by Nicholson. Nicholson in, lays it in.
Yeah, Jared comes to a lot of games. He hosted the girls for a dinner the other night. Yeah.
Before the game tonight, maybe then. Would that be right?
No, they do it the night before, so it would have been last night.
Right. Left side UT, shot no good. Longcourt tracks it down in the far corner.
Tomorrow, Smash Burger Friday, too.
Down there?
Oh, yeah. You eating there?
I have not yet.
It's worth it. It is well worth it.
Top of the key. Medemeyer to the left side. Nicholson goes inside. Oh, a great job to the left block. Brown came off a screen from the right side, got it to the left side, and it was good entry pass. Nicholson gets the assist. Brown the basket. Devils lead 51-22. 2 minutes left. We're going to take another break to catch up on our ads here on.
Aches and pains are a normal part of life, but when they become too much, we have a team of orthopedic surgeons ready to give you relief. The need for joint replacements continue to rise, and our team stays up to date with the latest technology and robotic solutions. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. We've got you covered from head to toe.
And we are back out here, and we're waving down here. Good stuff. 2 minutes left. 21-22. 51-22, excuse me. UT has the basketball. Glad those who stuck around as we missed you in the first half to pick up the audio-only second half. Blue Devil basketball, just with a steal there by Quist. Stick around for the post-game show brought to you by Hardee's. 30th and Broadway, Brian Harms. And then we'll also pick our player of the game and hear from Coach Dance.
You sure it's Coach Dance? You're not going to call him by the wrong name.
Oh, it's okay. You know, when you said it, I wasn't even going to bring attention to it because, again, those two are about the same age and all that. And usually, I since it is audio, nobody knows and can't catch that. That's what you love about the Devils get inside. Oh, Chloe Nicholson on the right side, 30 feet from the basket. Her player kind of left her for a second, and she took it all the way to the hole. And it's another 7-point run right now, unanswered by the Devils.
Wait a minute.
Substitutions now. Nicholson and Byquist get a break.
I think Mr. Ginnebacher was like, wait a minute. Wasn't that play going on there?
I think it might have been. I was so busy watching that
the play was
the
going
action
on.
was on, and they brought subs in. That's because Layla Gay is ready to go. And also we bring in a new player signed up today, and wait for the shot here by UT. Ooh, Ella Fritz with a foul on that one, maybe partially blocked. And there's our rebound from inside. Bristol Walker, she plays in the prelim, and she's a strong girl in the game. She's really been posting up well, watching her in that first game. She got that rebound, had 2 or 3 girls trying to reach up to grab it. There was no outlet, so jump ball. And a rebound after the missed shot. And, you know, it is a running clock after 30 points, so
right.
I kind of missed that there as we kind of forget that. You know, all of a sudden you look up and you see the clock burning down. 53-22, again, stick around in the postgame. The girls, by the way, will play tomorrow night, and I believe that's against Herman at the Rumble. We'll check that and give it to you in the postgame. I believe that's a 4:30 game, and then on Saturday it's a 3:30 game, and that one they'll play Boonville. And so we'd like to cover it, but we're not sure if we have time to get to the Blue Devil game and Raider game at 7 o'clock. Gay's on the right side, left side, check it. Hamby, and she'll hold it. I think Gay would have liked to shot it, but she lost the handle and passed it down to Hamby. And before you know it, if that felt like a short game for you out there, it was.
Quick game.
It was quick either way. 53-22, and the key was the Devils in the second put together some runs. Third quarter, they put together a 7-point run, but then that fourth quarter, they put that 10-point run, actually a 12-point run, and then followed up later by a 7-point run for a 31-point win. Well, I'll tell you, that'll do it for the regular portion of our broadcast. Stick around, though. We're going to have the post-game show from Hardee's. We're also going to have a chance to talk to Coach, and we'll pick our player of the game, and we'll take a few minutes here to catch up on our ads and all of our great sponsors out there. Make sure you go out and shop at these places, and if they're not something that's seasonal, still go in and buy something, and you can make it seasonal.
I'm a big believer in that. I totally agree with you. They're going to sponsor you find time to patron them and go in and enjoy their business.
Yes, going to Kevin Vandeman and ask what I can give to somebody for Christmas in the wood selection. There we go. Okay, the final score here. The Blue Devils 53, UT Panthers 22. You've been listening to Quincy High Blue Devil basketball on
Are you a contractor? If so, listen up. Freiberg Insurance in Quincy, a Pekin insurance partner, is known for providing the best contractor coverage in the area. They've thought of everything, from covering your facilities to protecting your tools and equipment while on the road, and even your employees. Ready to learn more? Call Freiberg Insurance at 217-224-7774 and let them help build a Pekin insurance portfolio that protects your business, your employees, and your livelihood.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Freiberg Insurance in Quincy is your local independent Pekin insurance agency. They're part of the community, and no one knows your insurance needs better than your friends and neighbors. Whether it's business, home, auto, or life, Pekin Insurance and Freiberg Insurance are ready to discuss your specific needs in person. Call them at 217-224-7774 and learn why it's always better to talk insurance with friends.
And welcome back to Quincy High School. Jeff Wellman, Matt Longo, and Jakai Castleman as we wrap up tonight here. Took us a little while to get going. Took a little while for the Devils to get going. First quarter, Devils were closed out 6-4. Good job on defense with only 4 points, but only 6 points, and that's tough. Then you turn around halftime. We picked it up a little bit, 17-12. We lead by 5, and at least that quarter, 11-8, a little bit better. Third quarter, we opened it up. 7-point run to build a 24-14 lead by 10. And by the end of the quarter, 34-20 up by 14. And as you heard me talk there in the fourth quarter, the 12-point run to start the fourth quarter, that ended the third quarter, by the way, the last 2 free throws. Couple buckets, and then we get a 7-point run, built the lead up, and the victory 53-22. Devils are now 6-4, 3-3 in the conference. For East Moline, they fall to 0-10. And 0-5 in the conference.
And you know what? They're not as bad as their record.
Oh, not at all.
They're not a bad ball team. They do some nice things as soon as they get the bigger girl going a little bit more as Coach Dance makes his way up here. So I'll wait a second till he gets that, and we'll ask him a couple questions, and we'll move on.
There you are. Coach Dance, congratulations on the victory tonight. Obviously, we want to get back in the win column and get out of the conference action at the end of the year before we go into next year. But first half was slow and sluggish, not much scoring. What'd you think of the first half? And after that, what'd you say at halftime?
It wasn't that we – can you hear me all right?
I got you.
Okay. It wasn't that, yes, you're right, it was slow and sluggish. We didn't do a real good job of what we wanted to do offensively. We weren't getting the people in the right spots, and we were forcing some things. And when that happens, it's going to look like that. I thought defensively it wasn't terrible, but – so we talked about what we needed to do offensively, and a lot of the offense against a team like this with a really big girl like that is if we can really pressure their guards, we're going to get turnovers, we're going to get easy layups, and then it's going to force them to do something different defensively. He stayed in zone as long as he could, which I probably would have done the same thing. But also, our guards, I didn't feel in the first half did a good job guarding. In the second half, I told them I was very proud of the way they did after halftime. I challenged them at halftime. They got out and they really guarded. Cam had a heck of a game. Chloe did a much better job in the second half. Miley did what she was supposed to do. Hamby was doing it. So they were all getting in the passing lanes and making it difficult.
Well, what I thought, too, the passing in the second half was much better. As we talked about, the high pass down low. Nicholson threw a couple nice ones to Jada. You work the ball around good. Now, you talk about defense. The only time I saw anybody not closing in is up here at the guard. We had Hamby and Elifritz, and Wu turned to go to the basket, and it was almost like, you know what, that door we better leave open for the post because she's a big girl.
And she didn't do a bad job of getting to the rim tonight. She's improved. She's a good player. Chase does a good job coaching them, and it was they're going to continue to get better. So it's a game that we felt confident about it. It's almost like a trap game, knowing we have a couple games the rest of this weekend. So we've got to make sure that it didn't seem like we came out as fired up as we should have.
Yeah, is it safe to say, and correct me if I'm wrong because my wife would, sometimes do you feel your girls feel like it's a hot potato and they feel they have to pass it because that's where we're supposed to go, but they've got to start to recognize that's not open, so let's kick it back out and swing it around?
I do feel that way a couple times. I felt that in the second half, we did a better job of just slowing down and letting the people get to the spots. And I'm like, if they're not there, just play the game. I said, you can adjust, move, 5-6 feet. Find the open area, just continue to play to the basket. Sometimes a couple of them get so focused on, I got to find that next person. And I told them we had the first 3 possessions of the game, we had the ball in the short corner, and nobody was guarding them within 6 feet, and we never once looked at the basket. And those are good shooters we have down there. That's
right.
Chloe, Miley, Hamby, girls I want shooting that shot.
Yes, I'm looking at here. I see by Quest, how many she have? 15?
Yep.
But you know what? Without her points early in the game when Jada was in a little bit of foul trouble, that sort of gave you that cushion where Jada turned it on in the second half. She got the ball inside, and she made some nice moves and everything. So
she did, and Cam did a heck of a job at the top on that defense. She really pressured the guards, and that's what we want for her. I was very proud of her both defensively and offensively.
So explain to the people real quick what you got going on after tonight. You got a busy schedule, don't you?
So tomorrow we play at the Rumble on the River. We play at 4:30 against Herman, and then Saturday we play at 3:30 against Boonville. 2 good Missouri schools. It'll be a good challenge for us. It's a thing that I've seen a couple games on each of them. Both decent teams, but it's games that if we do what we're supposed to do, that's easier said than done when you're doing high school athletes.
And then do you take some time off for the break or no?
Well, we will. We'll practice on the 23rd, and then I'm going to give them the 24th and 25th off.
Why?
Well, because my wife wants me to visit family. So 24th and 25th we're off. 26th we will have a shoot around, and then we leave for State Farm. We go 26, 27, 28 in Bloomington.
My goodness.
8 o'clock the first night for us on the 26th. Then he'll go across, and we will too, to follow Notre Dame at 9:30 at Normal West when he can watch Alex, and we can watch the Raiders as well. But 2 late games. It'd been nice to have them a little earlier on there.
On
so
a side note,
there's plenty of basketball, Coach Longo, if you want to come watch.
Yeah, that's okay. I might be heading to Florida.
There you go. I don't blame you.
On a side note, I really enjoyed watching your boy play the other night. Even though they didn't win, I thought
he shot the ball well, and he's getting a lot more composed. So
good
I'm proud
for him.
of him.
Gave the player of the game too. So, and by the way, to Tyler, sorry about that because I didn't know who was up there. I thought it was Alex. Now tomorrow, make sure you get us a box score. We'll be at UT. Saturday we will be out. I'm sure I'm going to bring my book, and we're just trying to figure out whether or not we can broadcast and then get to the Quincy High Notre Dame game. So you might see us up there. Either way, you're going to see us. We'll just see if we got headsets on or not.
You're a hard guy to miss. I'll look for it. So thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Coach Dance.
Thanks, Coach.
Right.
And, of course, Coach Dance's comments are brought to you by Cunis, faith, family, and giving back. We mentioned some family right there of the dances. So we'll take our break, and when we come back, we'll have our player of the game. We'll do our box scores and do some business. So, of course, it's back in the post game, brought to you by Hardy.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
In the event of a sudden, serious injury to your bones or muscles, our orthopedic trauma surgeons are equipped to care for your injuries and optimize your healing. You can get immediate orthopedic care at our Level 2 Trauma Center or Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's Orthopedics and Sports Medicine team to get you back in the game. At Blessing Health, we've got you covered from head to toe.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Back at Quincy High in the postgame show, brought to you by Hardee's. Brian Harms and company. You there at 6 in the morning?
Not today, I wasn't.
Tomorrow?
I can be.
Well, I guess you and I both can, can't we?
Yep.
All right, hey, let's break down the box score first of all. I'm going to go to East Moline.
Let me help you.
Yeah, you want to help with East Moline? I'm going to give you the first player. It was Avery Bennett Hughes. She got 2 points in the second quarter.
Right.
Now, I'm also going to tell you who was in the game. Remaz Adam, Agnes Moore, also Ebony Figueroa got in. Nandy Ellaheimer was in the ball game. Kylie Golden was in the game as well. Anika Tristan. And that's right, not Margaret, but Maya. Trueblood. And she was in the game. And then one other player, Linnell Awu.
Awu had 20 points, 20 of their 22. And she's a nice ball player for a junior, and she can only get better. She's a big girl, like you said, about 6'5".
Yep.
And she's got a big wingspan, and she does some nice things underneath. So without her, they'd only score 2 points.
But they're going to learn. Them guards
Yes.
are going to learn. They're going to get better. So watch in a year or two the development of this program. And again, Awu's back next year, so she's going to be solid. Last year she came off and got spot time because, again, she had a very strong
sister
team in there. Well, her sister and the team. As were you looking for the power cord there, were you? Now over on our side, the Blue Devils, as they improved to 6-4, 3-3 in the conference. Jada Brown, 4 points in the first quarter, didn't score in the second quarter. Coach talked about it because there was fouls. Third and fourth quarter, she brought it up with 17 more points, 21 for the ball game from Brown. Cameron Byquest did a great job the whole ball game. She only got one free throw in the fourth quarter, but 15 points for the ball game. 8 from Chloe Nicholson. 6 points from 2 threes from Miley Longcore. Thank you, Woodmart Building Center. Dropped down to 3 points from Madeline Hamby. She also hit one of those 12th and Seminary Road or Jack McKenzie honorary street or road. What do they call it?
I think it's a road.
Highway for there from 12th to 18th Street for some people. Then we dropped down to 0 points for Kate Medemeyer. Mia Ellerford's also in the ball game. Layla Gay got in the ball game late. And Bristol Walker made her first performance and had a good rebound inside as well. She wears number 42. Because Jada Brown wears number 21, and that's what she wears in the first game, and you're not taking that from Jada.
No, I don't think so.
And that rounds up to 53 points there. Hey, I'm going to take a break real quick before we go ahead and come to the Freiburg Insurance Agency player of the game.
Freiburg Insurance in Quincy is your local independent Pekin Insurance Agency. They're part of the community, and no one knows your insurance needs better than your friends and neighbors. Whether it's business, home, auto, or life, Pekin Insurance and Freiburg Insurance are ready to discuss your specific needs in person. Call them at 217-224-7774 and learn why it's always better to talk insurance with friends.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Back here in the post-game show. Oh, keep playing that.
Yeah, I
Coach
hear it.
Longo and I were very familiar with that 1970 song.
Oh, yeah.
By Steam, I believe. Na, 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 hey, 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 goodbye. And that is the, I think that's who it was by, the band. And, of course, that was played. You know, they didn't do it at Quincy High in the 70s. But if you were in the pit and you were losing to us, you were going to hear the whole crowd come down on you there. And, of course, that was some pretty good stuff. All right, we got player of the game now for the Blue Devils tonight. And I've got a couple thoughts here, and I'm going to let you choose first.
Well, me, it's obvious, even though it's, like I always say, it's not points. Without Byquest in that first half that maintained the lead, even though it wasn't the best basketball, because Jada got a little foul trouble, but Byquest is the one that kept us going, scored those points. And in the second half, she continued to make some good passes, and she didn't score as many points, but she did maintain a lot of things for the Blue Devils. So I'm going with Byquist.
That's a good call there, and I'll throw Jada Brown in there as the double because really it was Byquist, but Jada got in that second half, and she had some great moves.
Yes, she
the
did.
passes came because the Blue Devils got in good position, and that was pretty good too. By the way, I stretched over there, Linnell Awu wanted to come up and get a little bump, and I just was waving to say goodbye. She came running up, because, again, we had a great conversation. Good girl, and so it'll be fun to watch her play out there. So we went with Cameron Byquist and Jada Brown tonight as the Devils go 6-4. We'll take a quick break, come back to wrap it up here from Quincy High and the Hardee's postgame show on Mecca Sports.
For many, your home and auto are two of the biggest investments you'll make. With well-planned coverage from Pekin Insurance, you can rest easy. At Freiburg Insurance in Quincy, they're ready to talk with you about covering the things you care about most: your home, your car, and your family. At Freiburg Insurance, they'll be glad to review your insurance needs and put together a policy that fits you and your budget. Call 217-224-7774 and rest easy knowing you're covered by Pekin Insurance.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QHS Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Hey, and we are back here at Quincy High. Is there a country song? Danny Don, didn't he used to sing a country song on the way out or something? Some Good Night or something like that. Not the John Wood that used to play Van Halen, bum Happy Trails. That. And so that was kind of cool. But Danny Don did some song, and so now we're going to have to look it up. And we can do that today on all the different channels you got out there. All right, Coach, we had a good way to close as far as the Quincy High schedule here at Quincy High. And they're going to go on and have two good games against Missouri teams on Friday and Saturday. We'll pick it up, and hopefully we might pick that game up on Saturday. We'll just have to see how well rested the old men are and how well we can get over and transition into the other game as well. So, but tonight, I think you and I are probably on the same page. Started a little slow. And, again, the defense for the Devils, if you give up 4 points in a quarter and 12 points and a half, you got to feel pretty good about that.
Yes. I think he was a little frustrated being Coach Dance. I was a little frustrated with their forced passing, and they're in that part of the season where they shouldn't be making some of those passes instead of forcing them. And the second half, they obviously proved that they listened to him at halftime.
Good deal. And I see the Finley girls are here tonight.
Yeah, they're here. They wanted to come with Grandpa.
The twins.
They had a friend here, so
I gotta remember. And which one's which? Can you tell?
Maddie.
Are you waiting for her to say hey?
Maddie. No, Bryn's got the braces.
There you go.
Maddie doesn't have the braces.
There you are. And what year are you guys already?
11 and 6th grade.
6th grade?
Mm-hmm.
And
junior high school.
There you go. There we are.
Yeah.
Well, glad to join us tonight here.
We tell them to stay out of the back hallways.
There you go. All right. Well, the post game here, we've got our players of the game. I'll tell you what, the Devils come away with the victory here, 53-22, and they'll play Friday and Saturday. So if you get a chance, go out to Rumble on the River and catch them. And then it's the 26th of December after Christmas, 8 o'clock, Bloomington High School, State Farm. And, of course, the next day we'll pick up the Blue Devils. But we'll talk about that more on Saturday night, or actually Friday night, too, as we have a doubleheader of the Blue Devils Friday and Saturday night. Coach, it has been a lot of fun here in these 8 games that you've joined us here. If you got room in the back of your vehicle to go down to Florida, I like winter, though, so I'm going to stay. You can go to Florida all you want. I'm going to take the 2 months and suck it up.
I like winter too, but I also like Florida.
There we go. So the Sunshine State for Coach Longo. And for Coach Longo, let me ask you, any more last thoughts?
No, I will follow you when I'm down there, and I may text you and say, hey, your audio's off, your video's off, so, or why aren't you on the air because your internet's collect. Get a hotspot.
Indeed. And I'll just shout a little louder, and we'll see if we can't reach it all the way down to the southern states. So, hey,
awesome.
Thank you very much. So good stuff.
I enjoyed it.
And the final here, one more time. Blue Devils win at 53-22. Glad you're with us here. Please have a Merry Christmas for all the Blue Devil women fans who don't tune into the boys, but please also join the boys too. And over the holidays, while you're out and about doing stuff, pick up all the holiday games at the State Farm and Collinsville. Hey, it's been fun here tonight. For Matt Longo, I'm Jeff Wellman and Jakai Castleman. You've been listening to Blue Devil Basketball on MechaSportsCo.com.
Start your day off the right way at Hardee's.
We have new items for our breakfast 2 for $5. You can get a biscuits and gravy, sausage egg, or cinnamon roll. Any 2 of those for $5. You can't beat a made-from-scratch biscuit here at Hardee's. Sausage egg, biscuits and gravy, or a cinnamon roll. 2 for $5.
Is there any place better for breakfast than Hardee's? Come see for yourself. Hardee's at 30th and Broadway, Quincy.